Hey guys, welcome back to Banished Souls. Hope you've been having a wonderful evening and a great weekend. So this is your Captain Cryptic Gaming here. We are going to go and solo the maangodin. There's been a lot of questions. Can you possibly solo this thing? Yes, you can. We're using an level 11 brigantine. We're loaded out with level 3 fire bombards all the way around with a level 3 mortar in the auxiliary slot. So let's go find this bad boy and get it started. If you're wondering how do you find this ghost ship, it will randomly spawn, or you can go down to the Obelite, which is where we are stationed at, and right here, and you pick up that contract at the fast travel area, and then you just come straight over here to the east, and he should be up. Let's see if we can see him. There he is there. We're going to go ahead and give him a mortar. It probably won't do a lot of damage. He's going to be immune until you can take out those areas around the ship that are highlighted in red. He kicks off that big sonic pulse, which starts to storm in the area. You want to hit these little skulls on the side, and I just get right up on him. I'm not scared of his flamethrower too much. If you're using that Royal Custodian armor, it's not going to do much damage to you. You will need to make sure you have plenty of stamina and plenty of ammunition if you face this guy. So we started off with about 392. And we'll see where we're at when we finish. I'm expecting we'll use about half of that probably to take this guy out. And you're looking at anywhere between a 10 to 15 minute battle doing this solo, depending on what kind of weapons you're using. Obviously with a long 9, you're going to be able to pick those areas off quicker, but it's not going to do as much damage. Once you drop them, it will be one of those situations where he loses the immunity on that side of the ship. So you want to try and drop all of those locations as soon as possible to take him out. Now you can hit that flame weapon if you're good. I've not had much success with it. Like I said, that's going to be one of them long 9 guys. If you have that sniper ability to hit, looks like we popped it there. So that's going to take that gun out for about 45 seconds or so. But he's going to be traveling right up on us the whole time. He's going to be all over you. Once you start to wonder, hey, am I about to beat this guy? Well, you're going to know if he's not porting yet, you haven't done 50% damage, because he starts porting in the mist. So we're just pulled up alongside, looking for some good spots to hit. Anything red is what we're going to aim at. So we'll go ahead and use a little bit of health here, get our health up. Now, if you're in something smaller than a level 11 ship, you're going to get toasted. If you're in something slow, he's just going to sit there and burn you. If you're not using Royal Custodian armor, you're not going to last very long against this guy. If you're wondering where to get the armor, you're going to find out running the world event that is called the Merchant Convoy. It's a very easy mission. You can grind it out real quick. You're going to get the drop almost immediately, or you can use that legendary heist and you're going to get one every time you run that. So it looks like we've got to hit this fire barrel on the back of him now. We've taken out those sides. He uses a lot of rockets. Again, not too concerned with it. We do have pretty good piercing negation on this armor. It's going to help with flames. It's going to help with explosions as well. Wasn't a bad hit, but I didn't quite hit that drum like I was trying to. So he's got a few little red spots here we can take. See if we can hit this barrel. I guess we took it out. Sweet. So we're going to hit this area. You know you've got a good hit when it screams. It's just how you know you've hit him. It'll make this just awful screaming sound. Well, we've actually managed to farm out the coat. We've gotten quite a few sails, the eerie glow. We got some kind of a dusky night thing going on, and we opened up the emblem, but I prefer the Kraken emblem of the helm. It looks cooler to me than his emblem, but that's all in preference, guys. And it's just the same cycle over and over. Hit his weak spots. So you can see we're hitting good when you get that red flash. Take a second to turn. This dude, he turns like on a dime. It's just crazy how quick he can swing that back around. But we want to hit that drum on the back, and again, you're going to be looking for any red areas on the side of that ship. Those large red areas, that's going to be the sweet spot. The smaller ones, they do damage, but it's not quite as good as hitting those key points, because you're not going to be able to drop the shield and get the maximum effect. Looks like we've taken out everything on the front of his ship here. And you got to keep an eye on that stamina or he'll turn into you just like that. Not a real big problem though. And I'm not seeing where it's showing his health, but we got to be getting close to him to start porting here. Once he starts porting, about 4 or 5 ports, you know you've got him. Doesn't take long. His health will appear at that time. It won't appear until you've got him about 50% for some reason. So that's pretty good hits there. Yep, so he's going to start porting now. He's going to disappear in a vapor and reappear. He usually reappears right in behind you. So be mindful of that. He's going to be facing straight at you and come at you with that flamethrower again. A lot of people have really started to sport this flamethrower on the front of their ships. It's fine in a PvE situation, but if you're going player versus player, everyone is running this custodial armor right now, which is going to negate most of that flame weapon. So I don't bother with the flamethrowers right now. In fact, we ended up giving it to a bunch of the Discord members here recently, the ones that we have gotten. That's the spot we want right there. It's a pretty good hit. Yeah, so as you can see, you're going to need stamina, you're going to need some repair kits. Not too bad of a deal there. We've got him about half, maybe just under half health. Should be some pretty easy pickings from here on out. So you can see we're hitting immune, so that means he has that shielding effect going on. We got to take out the stuff on the side. I wish that we could actually put that on our ships. That would be cool, and whatever it is he's using to teleport. But the great thing about using a fire bombard is that you have an explosive radius that I think it's 30 meters or something like that, unless you actually start to increase that, which we have on the ship through furniture. But it's going to give you a better odd of hitting those little areas at a further distance. But still, sometimes you need to hit straight in, and that's when you just come in a little bit closer. And when you're in this brig, it is called a hull breaker for a reason, and you can come up and just ram the side of the ships and stuff. So you poured it in behind us, like I was saying before. We just take our time, make a couple shots, take out this stuff, and we'll come off this side and see if we can't hit that other one. And it can be kind of difficult. It's all in how you aim, guys. But there's some guys that don't like the bombard cannons, and I can understand that they're a little bit different to operate than, say, a long 9. But to me, it does an amazing job. So it looks like he's pushing us toward DMC. You may be wondering, hey, is he going to despawn? It's daylight. I've not actually ran into that. I think once you're engaged in battle, you're fine. I've heard some people say he disappears when the sun comes out. That's not been my experience with this, but it's possible it could happen, I guess. We got him down to about a quarter now. It's nice to finally get a true solo on this guy, because usually people come over to try and help, and that's fine. I understand they're all grinding those items out of it. But I just wanted to give it a good shot, just me in here. As far as which is harder to beat, him or the sea monster that they have, Karumbi, or however you pronounce it. I think this guy here takes a little bit longer. Neither one of them are actually hard, but we can go through and we can blast that dragon out of water in 30 seconds flat, just 2 dudes. You can take them out within about that time by yourself as well. It is very susceptible to fire, so if that's something that you're looking at doing, setting up a team to go and hunt the sea monsters, put your flamethrower on the front. You're going to like it, man. Just run in behind it while it exposes its back and just torch it, and no one else is even going to get a shot as long as you're hammering on him with that flamethrower. So it looks like the weak points are staying weak now. We can still hit him in those spots and it'll do some damage. I think I'm going to start trying to pull closer to him and use those muskets because they do a good job of dropping this thing way on down. But you got to get close enough to it and obviously wait for it to give you the cue. Now you can board this ship. I've heard. I've cleared the deck with the muskets in the past, and I've not really had much of an option to board it, but I've heard that it does happen sometimes. And there he is. And if you look, he's only got one spawn on the other side of that red volatile area. So we're going to try to work our way around him. Maybe we can hit that flamethrower again or something. So he is just about finished here. We will pick up our loot. It'd be nice to get a drop, but I don't think it's going to drop anything. I think I may actually have everything it can drop, so it wouldn't really help much. Okay, looks like we can use muskets now. So we're going to pull up alongside and get a good shot and use these muskets out. And that should help drop that health down quite a bit more. And of course we're using the flamethrower, so your guys will automatically duck down when you start using muskets. So that's something that a flamethrower can do, is it'll help protect your deck. If they raise up, start firing muskets, just sweep their deck with it. And there he is. He's almost done. I think we can finish him off right here. Come on, come on. Sweet, he's down. We're going to grab everything. Then you need a tarnished ring, then you will just take that back to Obelete. I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit those alert notifications. The reason why is we're typically finding something new every day, and we try to bring it to you. Something's going to help you along with the end game, help you be able to get more sugar cane, more of the poppy seeds and stuff like that. So definitely make sure that you like. We're going to head back and we're going to turn this quest in. Have a wonderful evening.